Hey Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back, Sag. I hope you're doing beautiful today. Today is the 17th of June, 2025. I cannot believe how fast the days are going. I know I say it often, but my goodness, it just feels like time is speeding up at a rapid pace. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same. I mean, I feel like I'm going to blink and it's going to be Christmas. Don't shoot me for saying that, but that's how it's been feeling. All right, Sag, I hope you're doing great, as I said. Thank you so much for all of your love and support, your likes, your subscribes, your gifts, everything, and most importantly, your beautiful love. Means a lot to me, Sag. We're going to get into your reading. It is a general reading, as always, not a one-to-one, so it may not resonate with every single person. Please keep that in mind. And we're just going to get started, Sag. Now, timeless as well, even though I am doing it on Tuesday, right? Okay, so when I was meditating on your energy, really interesting. I did not get an image or any of that, but I got a feeling. The feeling I was picking up, and it might only be for one or two of you out there, but there was this overwhelming kind of feeling of being, I don't want to say the word stuck, but it felt like, gosh, how can I put this? It felt to me as if there's a destination you're headed for and you want to get there, but yet there's this feeling of kind of still being right here, right now. I don't know if that makes sense. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of. Not quite that energy. It felt to me, though, that there's times where you might be really frustrated with whatever's going on in your life, right? Everyone's got crap going on all the time. But it felt like you might be hitting those points where you get frustrated. Maybe the next day everything's a little bit better. But it's kind of, okay, they're just giving me the yo-yo right now. They just gave me that. Okay, Spirit, that is a beautiful way of putting it. I haven't thought about a yo-yo or seen one since I was probably about 7. Long-ass time ago, Sag. Okay, so the yo-yo, kind of like... I'm not saying you're a yo-yo, you know that, babe. I don't mean that. I mean, it just kind of, I don't know if things are going in your life that it's kind of stable, but then unstable, stable, unstable. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling. So I don't know what that means. I don't. We're going to see, excuse me, once we get into the tarot part. But it felt good, but then it didn't feel so good. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I don't know how else to explain it. That is what I was getting. Obviously Spirit's giving that to me for some reason, so if you are going through something like that, hold on, my love, because we're going to get into this and see what Spirit has, okay? All right, Sag, let's get started. I am going to have a quick sip of water, as I always do. Okay, we're going to open up with my Wisdom Oracle. Let's get into this reading and see what Spirit is wanting you to know. All right, Spirit, let us begin. What is a message for Sagittarius, for those that this is their reading? Let's see what's on the bottom. Okay. Oh, okay. We have flexible on the bottom, Sag. Now, that's number 19. So it is a 10. And when I think about 10s in the tarot, it is that Wheel of Fortune energy. I mean, you can reduce it down to the Magician energy. I feel like what Spirit is saying right now, there is a lot of energy, the power that you have, but it's important for you to remain flexible. Okay, not always easy, right? Depending on what's going on in our life. It's not always easy to kind of bend with the wind, is it? But that is what they are saying here. Okay, so I want to keep going. We have No Place Like Home next. Oh, I love this card. Love it. It is number 50, so it's a 5, which is that change, right? Change coming in, change you're waiting for. Interesting enough, okay, this card, I mean, I love it. It is that home, that safe place, that beautiful place where you can be all you are, warts and all, because we all got them. But you are loved and it is serene and you are just comforted. Interesting, they're giving this a little bit different to me. Something about your home. Okay, thank you. Spending more time with you, your vessel. I feel like I've said that to Sag before. No place like home. Connecting with you, maybe even connecting with your home. Spending a little bit more time at home. Interesting. Okay, some of you obviously could be looking for a home. Right? Okay, I'm gonna move on because I don't know if this is gonna come out. Obviously the bottom of the deck, so it is foundational energy. Building blocks is next. So it's like you are building something, but again, it is necessary to remain flexible, not get too rigid in anything. If you look at this, she's just starting to build this platform, right? She's looking out what's the next block to put on, what is the next step. Okay, so there is this plan that you're needing to make, or Spirit is saying you are making. Interesting enough, Sag, we have Between Worlds next. It's number 3. That's interesting, because that's the feeling I was getting. What did I say? They gave me the yo-yo, right? The yo-yo, which they're not saying you're the yo-yo. It's the energy around. What is this? It's kind of like, okay, an example that's coming to my head is like if you were working for someone, and I know a lot of you are retired and everything, but this is just an example. If you were working for some company or something, one day the boss is really kind and loving, the next day they give you the cold shoulder and treat you like kind of crap. This is the kind of energy I'm getting here. So between worlds, you are in the process of moving forward, Sag. So again, patience. Patience is key. They're giving you new life. Wow. Okay, so new life is number 39, so it is a 3 as well. 2 cards of 3s. 3s are about that alignment. So it really does feel like you are in the process of something coming all the way around and it being solidified, like what you're wanting, but you might not see it at this moment. Because new life is a pretty big deal, Sag. Okay, not going to go any further. We have fork in the road there. So again, a lot of kind of contemplating energy. Without getting too stuck in one way of thinking. Just trying to tune in here. What is this? It's a lot of energy. Okay, so it kind of feels like to me, you know how we all can get impatient when there's something we're wanting, something we're needing, something we're desiring. It can be very difficult, again, to be that flexible, all that kind of stuff. But it's almost like they're giving it to me in this way of like you will be so happy if you are able to just go with the flow. Okay. Okay. All right, Spirit. Well, I got that. All right. So what is the message then? Let's continue this reading for Sag, for those that this is theirs. Deck is feeling a little weird. Okay. Oh, my goodness. How many? Okay. Well, we're going to take it, Sag. We'll take it. We got yin. We have the why question. Beautiful. We have regeneration. Wow, this is interesting. And we have yang. So we have yin and yang showing up in the same reading. And on the bottom of the deck, Sag, we have building blocks. So again, this was meant to be showing up here. So they are saying you are working on something of some capacity here, that you're building something. For some of you, I don't know why I got the feeling of, I feel like the Emperor. That's really weird. So some of you might be starting a business. Some of you might be taking that leadership role on. You guys are known to be leaders, right? Entrepreneurs, all of that. Again, if it's not about that, it's something else that you're building. But I feel there's a little unsureness. But I feel like Spirit is saying, don't be unsure. Don't be unsure. It's going to work out. Just allow yourself to be flexible. So Sag, we got the yin. Then we're going to start right here. It's number 2. So yin is about receiving here. This is about opening up your beautiful heart, allowing yourself to receive all the goodness that wants to come towards you. For some of you, you might be receiving some kind of gift, some kind of, that's so weird. I am getting gifts, but I'm almost kind of getting it on the money kind of level. What is that? Okay, so you're receiving. They're asking you to receive. Open up and receive. We have the Y card, as I said. 31. So it's a 4. This is interesting because I know I'm kind of stumbling here because there's a lot of energy I'm picking up on. The Y, right? As I said, it's a 4. So foundational energy. It's solidness. It's something you can trust. Now, when you ask yourself the question why, that usually is our purpose, our point, right? When we know our why, it becomes much easier to put the momentum in and gain the momentum of what we're trying to go for, what we're trying to achieve. And it's really interesting right here because I'm getting this energy from Spirit, excuse me, where it almost is like, are you questioning why? Like, why would you deserve whatever gifts are coming your way? Something to ponder here because that is a big question. We know our whys, it becomes easier. The thing is that we have the regeneration card next. So it does feel here, which is a 46, which is a 10, once again. It does feel that you're rebuilding something. And I'm saying rebuilding. Rebuilding a relationship, rebuilding your connection with you, building, I don't know, something that is to do with your foundation. And then they're asking you to take action. Excuse me, I just feel very congested at this moment. Almost like my throat chakra is acting up, so maybe I'm connecting with someone out there. But the yang, give me a second, Sag. I'm going to have a sip of water. Very strange. See if we can take that off me. Okay. The yang is all about your power. Everything that you have in your hands, right? You can see this is it does remind me of you because it is fire in the hands. So this is taking the action, taking the necessary action. Again, it's not about becoming rigid. I hope this makes sense to whoever's reading this is. It's not about having a set plan that has to, you have to follow it like 1 through 10. This is a little bit more, I really kind of want to go on the level of, it is manifestation. It is what you're doing with your energy. Because it seems to be very important on whatever you're building here, Sag. Okay, so even if you are in this between world kind of state, you are in the process. You're not in limbo for nothing. Like this is happening for a reason. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what else wants to come out here. Regeneration, hey? It's like you're starting something new. Or again, I know I'm repeating myself here. I'm channeling, so I'm trying to really tune into this. Because I do keep getting this feeling with yin where you almost feel like you're... are you unsure about receiving this? Receiving the gifts? Okay, let's move on. I don't want to complicate it anymore. Spirit, let's go into light seers. Tell me more what this is about. Let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, our earth energy, our money, our resources, our self-confidence. This is a new beginning. It's an offering here, an offering of a new start on some level here. Some new passage, right? Because it is an ace, it is the start of it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if this is about work or something. I really appreciate that. Because we have the Eight of Pentacles next as well, which is actually working, putting energy into something. Not quite there yet, not quite completed, but yet you're putting the energy and you're taking your energy and you're applying it. Okay, they want me to keep going. It seems whatever you're doing here, it is releasing or will be releasing some heaviness that you've been carrying, Sag, the 10 of Wands. So your energy, Aries and Leo. I have to say that this 10 of Wands is really kind of feeling connected to the regeneration card. Yeah, it's feeling like you have had a lot of pressure on you in a lot of different areas. I would even dare say that almost in all areas, financially, emotionally, in relationships with others, that it has been quite heavy and quite trying. See, and that's kind of what I was getting at the beginning too, Sag, is that there was this feeling of wanting to kind of get away. Run for the hills, as I say. Oh, what an interesting energy coming through here. We've got 7 of Cups next, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or emotions. So this can be confusing because there's a lot to pick from and you're not sure what the next step is. And then we have the Hangman. So all about changing your perspective or looking at things in a water view, right? Stepping outside of yourself to see a higher vantage point. Can't speak either. Oh my gosh, okay. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, 10 of Pentacles, Sag, this is a beautiful energy, beautiful card. This is the money, the security, the happiness, the joy. It's where everything kind of comes together here, especially on the finance level here. This is interesting because we start off with the Ace of Pentacles. So if we look all the way through here on the bottom of the deck, how this moves, it's like you are putting work in. It is helping release, or perhaps Spirit is saying you got to release some of the burdens and some of the pressure you have on your shoulders because it's not meant for you to carry. And then there's this energy of what am I picking? But it feels like you pick correct because you get to the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're not telling me if this is career or what the heck this is about. I guess, well, this is general. So, but let's see. Okay, Spirit, show me more, please. Thank you so much for guiding me in this reading. For Sagittarius, our beautiful fire sign. Okay, yeah, wow, your card. Your card just dropped out, Sag. Beautiful. So confirmation, first of all, that it is your reading. Second of all, what does temperance represent, right? It represents the patience part. It represents keep putting one foot in front of the other, because you're going to get to where you're wanting to go. You're going to get to where you're meant to be. Temperance. It is you're 14, right? So when you add that up, it's a 5. Again, the change. Okay. You know, temperance also is, for me, can also be a wish fulfillment card, right? You know, like the angel wings back there, right? So something that you've been wanting, desiring, working hard for, feels like it is around the corner. But again, there is almost this, with this yin and yang, right? Number 1, number 2. It feels to me that there is maybe a little bit more receiving. You have to allow yourself to receive. How the hell can I put this, Spirit? I don't know how to put this. I don't know how to put this because it feels in a way that, you know, not everyone is good at receiving gifts, right? I mean, it just is sometimes that way. But yet with this reading, I'm feeling like Spirit is asking you to really open up and allow them to come in, whether big, whether small. Again, you know, I'm going to only be speaking to a few of you out there. Bottom of the deck, we have that 5 of Cups. Okay, so 5 of Cups. Again, this is our emotions, our relationships, our feelings of the disappointment of things that did not work out in the past. It can be reminiscing. It can also be kind of, you know, regretting, right? Oh, I should have done this instead of I didn't do that. That kind of energy. But this is why Spirit is saying that it is so necessary for you to absolutely connect with yourself and what you believe in, because the way we're feeling isn't necessarily how it is. The sun is following it, right? So the sun, Sag, this is Leo's energy. It is bright, warm, happiness, joy, fulfillment, freedom, excitement, you know, enlightenment, all of those words. This is coming towards you. But for some reason, there is this energy that you may not see it yet. So if you're waiting for something, and I haven't said what it is because it is a general, if you're waiting for something, Sag, this I feel would be a sign of Spirit coming through saying, hold on, remain patient, remain focused. It is on its way. You're slowly building this. This is going to be different for everyone. Okay, 1 card out. Okay, Spirit, show me more. So what is Sagittarius working on? Where are they headed in general energy? Okay, oh my gosh. 7 of Cups with the Hangman. Well, those two showed up before. Wow, and look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. And then we have the 8 of Wands showing up, which is your energy. So 8 of Wands is a fast forward, quick movement. Stuff coming in that you might not see, but it is moving in really, really fast. And I feel that that is what Spirit is... This feels what the whole reading is about, Sag. It feels like it is about the reminder of things are going to change on a dime. And I do feel for the positive, because we even have that King of Pentacles underneath that, which is abundance, security, safety, right? Stable, stable, stable. Okay, let's put this back. So the 7 of Cups with the Hangman. Okay, we're going to go like this. They just got me to put the cards like this. Okay, so your card is under Yin, which is about receiving. 7 of Cups underneath the Y. When you know what you're wanting, Sag, you're going to be easier to pick what you're wanting here with that 7 of Cups. You know, there's a lot of cups on this card. 7 to be precise, right? But there's a hesitation here, right? Yes, there's snakes. Yes, there's ladders. But the thing is, there's a hesitation of, I don't know what to pick. This is why it's going to be really important to get clear on what you want, right? Giving me this feeling, because sometimes my friends and I will do this once in a while when, you know, when something's not happening the way we want it, we'll play a game, and they're reminding me of this. Like, okay, if you could have what you wanted tomorrow, right? What would that look like? And then be as specific as you can, down to what it smells like, down to what it looks like. Like, okay, I want this house by the beach. I'm using this as an example. What does the kitchen look like? What do the trees look like? What flowers are around? What does it smell like? Really try to envision it. This is what makes our that come closer to us faster, right? Now, when you're looking at your why, when you get focused on what it is you're really wanting to receive, what your point is, what your focus is, that is when it becomes clear, Sag. And when we move on to the Hangman underneath the regeneration, it does feel to me as Spirit is saying there is this need to shift a bit so that you can, again, like I said, thinking outside the box, seeing everything else I'm trying to describe this, much more expansive than perhaps maybe how you have been seeing things. And in that case, that is when the regeneration starts to happen. Okay, now we have that Ace of Pentacles again on the bottom, so this is showing up a couple of times. It does feel that there's a new offer coming towards you that changes the trajectory that you're on, or at least it changes something for you, and it feels refreshing. It feels like you're starting again in some way. Hope this is making sense. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else would you like Sagittarius to know? And also, okay, we're not taking all those. Also, the regeneration is going to change how you view everything as well. Because this is like starting again. I often say this is like a volcano, right? Well, you know, when the volcanoes are erupting, it's terrifying. It's damaging. It's destructive. We all know that, right? But eventually, when that lava hits the cool ocean, it creates more landmass. So it is about expansion here. Okay. Where I stop, we've got the Queen of Swords, which is about getting very clear in the mind. Not really allowing our emotions to take over. This is about being analytical and logical and factual. Okay. They're not asking me to take that, so we won't. Okay, show me a little bit more. Can we get 2 more cards, please? Just seeing the Queen of Swords once again. Okay, so Yang, taking the action, Spirit. On what can you tell me more about that? Okay, we're not going to take all those. We'll take this one because, it was upright. The Empress. So we have the Knight of Wands. This is the one that came out. I'll take it. Sag, this is your energy, right? This is your energy. This is you. The, spontaneous, adventurous, the one that, like, you get to do all of this. This is about you doing things you love to do without feeling like you are bridled and, like I always say, with a saddle on. This is you being able to be you and enjoying yourself. And I feel like that's even what Spirit is saying here too. It is time to let your hair down a bit. You look at this card. There is a horse in the back, right? But it is free. It doesn't have anything on it. No reins. Like I said, there's nothing on it. It is free to be its own energy. With that, Sag, I'm not going to take this wad of cards, but we will talk about this because the Empress is showing up. The Empress is about the beautiful abundance and prosperity. It is about being able to love and nurture yourself. It's about giving gifts, receiving gifts. It's everything that is growing here, right? There is this beautiful prosperity wanting to come towards you. And again, I don't know in what area this is. They're not telling me. I'm not getting it. But we do have the Page of Pentacles once again. So, not once again, but we have the Ace of Pentacles. So now you got the Page of Pentacles. Pages are the beginners. Here is this new journey you're about to go on. For some of you, this is you starting a business. And you might not quite know exactly how it's going to work out, but you got to trust it's going to work out for you. Obviously, not everyone's starting their own business, but this is, again, about, this reading is really, truly about having your patience and trusting and focusing on what you're wanting. It is coming towards you and not getting too frustrated of how long it's going to take. Okay, put this back. I want to get one more. Okay, building blocks. What is Sag building? Let's see if we can get a little bit more information. Thank you so much, Spirit. What is Sagittarius building? Or what is the outlook of what they're building? I wish you could be sitting here with me so you could see how the cards look here. Because as I said, she's up on these blocks, right? And she's looking, right? She's trying to get this view. She's looking this way, which feels significant. because it feels like what you're building or what you're working on and growing, it's necessary for you to be able to receive and also be able to take the action, but know why you're doing it. Okay. Okay, Spirit, can we get one card here for building blocks? Okay, I'm feeling like, oh, I'm not even sure if I wasn't sure if anything was going to come out. Okay. Two of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. With the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay. So Two of Wands, Sag, is that contemplation energy, right? Again, it is you, Aries, and Leo. I'm just trying to hold this so you can see it better. Contemplation. I'm not sure which way to go. Which seems to be the theme of this reading for me, from what I've received. Again, so this is, when I'm asking building blocks, you have to know your why. You have to know why you're doing something. You have to know why you want it to go that way. When you're able to do that, you put your focus into building it, and you get the Queen of Pentacles, which again is a very beautiful, stable, secure energy to step into. Yes, feminine, we all have feminine and masculine. It's a general reading, right? So it's not going to be as specific. This is what you're building. This is what you're working on. It feels like you're working on building a beautiful nest egg, a beautiful, something that is solid and stable for you. Is it going to take some time? I think so. Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is an energy of, is this worth it or is it not? Sag, it is worth it. Look at the size of these pentacles. The tree looks small, right? The plant looks small, but look at how big the pentacles are. I feel like I want to say to you, you have so much magic. You have so much power to truly bring to you your desires. There's this energy about getting clear, and my eyes keep going back over here to in between worlds, and that card showed up at the very beginning. Because I think when there's a little bit of indecisiveness in ourselves, it does kind of muddy the waters on the message coming through to the universe of, hey, this is what I'm wanting, this is what I'm focusing on, this is what's going to happen. It can get a little muddled when we're not 100% sure of what we're wanting. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I really hope it does. Okay. I'm just feeling around because this feels almost like, I'm not sure how much further we're going to go, because I can feel there is this little bit of a, I want to say block kind of, where, almost like where Spirit is saying here, this is your journey, this is what you're building, and it's important that you are following what you're wanting to do here. Okay, let's go into a different deck. Because I see that you're going to be receiving, Sag. Again, what is that? You're receiving whatever it is that you've been wanting. But yet there seems like there's this, not consequence, but it feels to me like Spirit's coming through going, okay, well, but then you got to kind of get out of the way. Does that make sense? Remember the first card? What was the first card? It was, shoot, I can never remember when I'm channeling. What was the first card, Spirit? Flexible. Thank you. Flexible. Yes. Remaining flexible. Okay. I don't know where to go. Let's go to the fountain deck. Let's see if anything we can get some, go deeper, clarifiers, something. Okay, we have the Tower. So the Tower's on the bottom. Now when the Tower shows up, yes, it can be something that is, obviously it's something that's unexpected. But usually the Tower shows up because it's necessary. So again, this sudden shift happening for you. The Nine of Pentacles is next. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is wealth. It's independence. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of coins. Then we have the Six of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Leaving the choppy, hard waters to something that is smoother. Okay, beautiful. And then we have the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. Okay, so balance coming in. I often say with sixes is what you put out is what you receive. And it is kind of true. It is that reciprocity. If you've been doing all of this, in all these beautiful things in your life, Sag, and you've helped many, many people out, and I know you have because you got a big, beautiful heart, you know, it is your time now to start to receive. That's what this is feeling like. The Tower could be something really huge that comes in that really brings a lot of blessings to you. Okay. Let's see. All right, Spirit. What else would you like Sagittarius to know? I don't really want to clarify each card. What else can you tell us? What else? Deck is feeling strange too. Huh. The Tower where I stopped again. Okay. So something big, something coming in that allows you to build on your dreams. Okay. The Strength card, Leo's card. Bravery, courage, pushing through, even if you don't know the outcome, even if you're unfamiliar with what's happening, you have the strength, right? You have the strength to tame a lion. We have the Six of Cups on the bottom. Wow. Could be connected, obviously, to someone or something from your past, right? Because that's what the Six of Cups is. Sag, we have the Ten of Pentacles once again. I feel like the Six of Cups is also referring to your past, like what you used to love to do, who you are, but who, I don't know how to connect this. It's almost like missing, longing for a part of ourselves from the past. But it feels like you end up getting what you're wanting. Again, Ten of Pentacles, whatever that might be for you. Okay, let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for Sag? For those that this is their reading, please. Oh, okay, the deck is feeling really strange. All right. Okay, show me a little bit more. Anything else here moving forward? Oh, okay, gosh. Well, we've got the Two of Cups. Let's make a little room here. The Two of Cups has come out. So again, Sag, this could be about you and another person coming together. Again, beautiful. This can be about you, though. I often look at Two of Cups as representing ourselves, right? Becoming completely whole, like whatever we've missed from ourselves that maybe we haven't had the time or the ability to focus on. It is about reconnecting with that part of ourselves. We have, okay, let's see. They want me to look at these ones. We have your card again, Temperance. Beautiful. There's that patience. Eight of Wands, a repeat card. See, something is coming in very fast for you, Sag. And we have the King of Wands. Wow. I read this as you, right? Can be Aries and Leo, but this is your reading. So look at that. We have basically three cards of you. Patience paying off. That King of Wands is the leader, is that power player. You're in that position or you're headed to that position in some way, shape, or form in your life. And then we have the beautiful Ten of Swords on the bottom. And I say beautiful because this means that this is representing the ending of the struggles. The in-between world, that is done. And Sag, then we have the beautiful Ace of Cups. So, very interesting reading. I hope those of you that this is your reading and it makes sense, I hope you get out of it what Spirit intended. My apologies if it was a little confusing, but because there's a lot of energy coming through here. You are rejuvenating yourself, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you feel like you're stuck, even if you have regrets and you're like, damn, I wish I would have done things different. Don't do that. Everything you've gone through is for a reason. You've learned everything you needed to for a reason. And you are building something that is beautiful. Beautiful and stable. So I really like that kind of energy for you. You are more than deserving of it. Let me know in the comments below what this is, what you're working on, what you're hoping for, what happens here. But I have no doubt that it's going to be very successful. Okay, so kind of like get out of your own way, I want to say. Okay, Sag, let's close your reading off. You will go to Treasure from Takashi today. I feel called to this. Hold on. Actually, let's just change this up for a sec. this back on here. Oh, I feel like I'm going to go to the animal spirit deck. Let's see if we can get some advice out of this or guidance. We have the deer on the bottom, so it says bring a gentle touch. Okay. Number 18, so that is a 9. Coming to the conclusion here. Bring a gentle touch. We have the cow spirit next, Sag, which is the miracles are endless. Beautiful. So see, there are miracles happening for you, and they're endless. Again, I keep getting this energy of get out of your own way. Weird, but okay. Okay, Spirit, is there some piece of advice you can offer for Sag, for those? Okay. Okay, let's see. Sag, on the bottom, we have the crow spirit. Oh, beautiful. I just seen some crows the other day flying right above my head. Co-create with Spirit. So that is working with Spirit, working with God, Source, whatever it is that you believe in, right? Creating. Cards that came out, let's see. Starfish spirit is be open to infinite possibilities. Yes, because beautiful things are happening for you. Fox spirit, which is think on your feet. Yes, thinking on your feet, right? You are that person. You have that ability to really create so much like that. And then we have Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Okay, so I think this feels very strong to me, reclaim your power. Sag, I'm not saying you're not in your power, but there is some feeling of a little disconnect. So reclaim your power. That sticks with me quite a bit for this reading. Okay, let's close it off. We will go to treasures. Just wanted to see what the animals were. Maybe one of these animals represents something to you, right? Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. Are you kidding me? We have power on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to read it. You have control over your life. Know your power and your own worth. It is time to acknowledge all that you have created. Are you allowing others to overpower you? When times are difficult, think about what you can achieve. You are never powerless. It is time to acknowledge your power and feel your empowerment in every word you speak and every action you take, Sag. That's on the bottom, and I'm just saying that's wild because Panther is reclaim your power. Okay, Sag, let's see if there's anything that wants to come out. All right, Spirit. Anything final for Sag, and we'll close the reading off. Anything. Okay, we are not taking all those. There's no way. No way. Okay. Well, we have transformation on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go 3 times. Spirit, is there anything? Okay. Okay, that's too many. We're getting way too many, but we got focus. My finger's in the way. Okay. Okay, one more time. Oh, okay. This one. Thank you. What do we have? Wonder. All right, Sag. It says, for a wonderful day, spend a few minutes in awe. When you let go of trying to make things happen and just wonder, you allow the energy of all things to move and flow in perfect timing. Before you know it, you need not wonder, you know. Perhaps you have been pushing the river. Okay, perhaps you have been pushing the river or have felt bewildered. Now is the time to stop and admire the wonderful view from wherever you are, and then you will be able to move on. That's interesting, right? Oops, I'm dropping everything right now. Again, now my throat going again. Pushing the river. Yes, I feel like that is a strong message because that is what I was feeling at the very beginning. Time to just kind of relax, trust, know that it's all going to happen for you. We even have magic on the bottom, right, Sag? So, you know, magic is happening. I'll read this and then I'll let you go. Thanks for being here. A little bit longer one today, Saggy. But it says, unexplained, fascinating turn of events. Expect the unexpected. You have wondered and you've let go. Magic is in the air. Don't fall under the spell of your ego. Often what appears to be real is only an illusion. Allow the spellbinding passion of your spirit to guide your life with enchantment. Okay, so that is the advice or guidance from Spirit for you. For those of you that this is your reading, I really do hope that this helps. Don't quit. Stay flexible. You've got this. You're moving into great things. There's magic in the air, Sag, so make use of it, my love. All right, so thank you for being here again. I hope you have a beautiful day, Sag. Thank you for all of your love. I love you so much too. Let me know what this is. Helps to clarify for me too a bit. And again, thanks for being part of our family, Saggy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love and kisses, big hugs. Until next time, Sag, take wonderful care.